you.
Hey everyone, I am here back again with Tips from the Top, where I interview somebody on my team that's doing amazing things with their Posh business. And this week we have Catellia Casey. Say
Hey,
hi.
Kelly.
Hey, so we start off just getting to know you a little bit. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you live, your family, your job, that kind of stuff. Let us get
Awesome.
to know you.
So again, I'm Catellia Casey, pink consultant with Perfectly Posh, and I live here in Connecticut. I live in Windsor, so if you've ever been to Connecticut, you probably have flown into my city. I live in Windsor, Connecticut, which is close to where our local airport is. Um, and outside of Posh, I am a mom, and I have a 3-year-old little boy. I work full time in human services, particularly with um, programs who service HIV/AIDS positive clients. And I'm a program manager, so I work closely with all of the programs that provide housing, that provide case management services, and I also get an opportunity to work with clients from time to time, which is really fun. So
Wow, so it sounds like you are a very busy woman.
I am super busy. So I always tell people that I have a life outside of Posh. Posh is my side hustle, but it's been good to me, and I am really looking forward to seeing where the business takes me in the next year.
Yeah, you have been doing amazing. So when did you join Posh?
I joined Posh in October of 2018, and so yeah, I've been a
About 6 months ago.
yes, and I'm amazed by how fast the time has gone by. It's just like gone by so
Yeah.
fast, and I'm just like, I was just thinking about it the other day. I'm in disbelief of how much time has gone by already. But I
Yeah, I
guess
can't believe
time
you've
flies
been
when
here for 6 months already. I was thinking it's been like 3, 4, yeah.
it's been a long time.
Well, you're doing so great. So for everyone who doesn't know, Catellia has over $1,000 in sales this month. Do you know exactly how much you have right now?
Oh, last I checked, I was at 1,076 for the month.
Nice.
Oh, and I'm still pushing. We got another week left, so I'm gonna keep on going
We
and
sure do. We,
as hard as I can.
this month is not over. Um, and you're very close to rank advancing to Pink Plus One, aren't you? Oh,
I have been
there you go.
saying for the last couple months, I'm like, I want to promote so badly. And so I'm so close to it, and I'm really excited about it. And like I said, we've only got a week left in the month, but I'm pushing for it. So I've got my fingers crossed that something good happens this month.
I know that you can do it. I believe that it's going to happen, and so it shall. Right? Mindset is everything.
That's
Uh,
right.
so that is super exciting. I am totally rooting for you there. And this isn't just your first big month with Posh. You consistently have really good sales. Before we get into that, could you just tell us a little bit about how you found Posh and what made you join as a consultant?
Yes. So, it's actually kind of a weird story. So, a couple years ago, maybe like 2.5, 3 years ago, one of my girlfriends joined, and she had her launch party, and I purchased some things from her, and what really attracted me to the company was the product names. I thought they were just so cool and so fun. So I had bought some stuff from her, and um, I continued to buy stuff from her over the last couple years. And I had joined another company, and I just wanted to transition into something new, something different. I needed a change. And I knew another friend of mine, my upline, Shannon, who was coming on over to Posh. And I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe I can do both. Maybe I can be with my other company and do Posh at the same time. So I tried that for a couple months and it got really difficult. I was seeing the success that I was having with the company with Posh as opposed to my other company. So I decided to put more of my focus into this, where I was seeing more of my success.
Yeah, and that's pretty common. A lot of people who venture into direct sales, they might try 1, 2, 3 companies before they find the one that's really a great fit for them.
Right.
So,
Yep.
well, I'm so glad that you found us and that you're here.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed getting to know you. You crack me up all the time. I love
Oh, good. I'm glad.
it.
I love to make people laugh.
So that's how. Yeah. So that's how you found it and how you joined. So let's talk about how are you getting all of those big sales, or
Wow.
a lot of little sales, whatever it is, to add up to one giant total there.
So, when I first joined in October, I was still trying to get to know the business, so things moved a little bit slow for me at first. But the last couple months, I would say like from the beginning of the year until now, has been really awesome for me. And the last company that I was with really focused on parties. And so I really wanted to bring that over to my Posh business and try to make sure that I was keeping my calendar full with online parties and, offering in-home parties as well. I had one really successful party back in January, and actually I would say 2 really successful parties in January. And from there, I've been able to connect with so many different people just from those 2 parties that I've had. And, just keeping in mind to do follow-ups with people. I've been using the Maven app to follow up with customers. And I don't know, just I've also been doing trying to do more vendor events, because what I'm finding is that at some point it gets kind of tough to connect with people online. I almost felt like sometimes that I had exhausted my list of people that I could potentially reach out to. So I've been trying to do more vendor events as well, and not rely so heavily on social media to connect with people.
Oh, girl, I relate 100%. I started my business doing Facebook parties, and then I was
Mhm.
trying to get some home parties. And I mean, Facebook parties treated me very well for a long time. And then I just got kind of sick of doing them. Like, things changed with Facebook. It was harder to
Right.
get people to see the post. Like, Facebook was kind of hiding it. And then I started doing more events and really just talking to people. I feel like I get more people all at once in a successful Facebook party, but I
Mhm.
make some really great connections at vendor events. And it might not all be about just selling a bunch of products when I go to an event. It's more about connecting with people at those events.
Right.
The
Exactly.
other vendors, everybody wants to come to the Posh table, especially if it's a slow event. All the other people at the other tables will come to the Posh table because it smells
Right.
good and you've got bright colors and everyone's like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I mean, we have something for everybody. So I've made
Right.
a lot of good connections in my local community because of vendor events. And
Mhm.
you never know, like, you just meet that one person that might open up like this whole new opportunity for you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So also, in booking online parties, sometimes I've found that hostesses are kind of not resistant, but they're kind of scared to book with you because they're like, oh, I only have like 1 or 2 friends that would maybe even buy something. And I've had parties in the past that were complete duds, but even if you have a party where there's just 1 or 2 people interacting, that's still, I've learned to like see that as a success. So I've been telling people like all you need is 1 good party, 1 or 2 good parties, and you're gonna be golden. Even if that's just 1 or 2 people, like I said, in the party that interact the whole entire time. That 1 or 2 people might know a bunch of people that would be interested in these products. So
Absolutely. And that's the right frame of mind to be in. If you can get one new customer out of a party, that's awesome for
Right.
you. It's not so great for the hostess, but if at least if the hostess is there and she's trying, I usually, if the party didn't go so great, I'll just give her a little something and
Yeah,
just reassure her like that you're not mad. Thanks
right.
for giving it a go, and like I appreciate you doing this. Here's a free hand cream,
So
something like that.
even in the past where when I've had parties that were a dud, I would still just, show my the most appreciation for the hostess, because it does take a little bit of work on their end to kind of coordinate with you to get people there. And it's time out of their life. They're doing something to support your business. So, if you can just give a little bit back to them to show that you're grateful, they'll appreciate it, and they'll most likely continue being your customer and sending people your way.
Absolutely. All right, there's a question I'd love to ask everybody. Final question: what is like an unexpected benefit that you've got out of this whole new Posh world that you've entered into?
Um, I would say that this company has given me a sense of like leadership and empowerment and a lot of confidence. So that has been big for me. I've taken a lot of the skills that I'm learning through having this Posh business and applied it, and I've been applying it to my personal life and my job, and I'm seeing myself grow not only here but in my day job too. And I'm also, I think people recognize that as well, so that's really important to me.
That is just so amazing. I think I say this every time, but it's the truth. I get goosebumps when I hear these stories. Um, I love that so much, so much. That's so great, and I totally see that leadership quality in you. So I'm really, really cheering you on for this next promotion. You just will keep rising up the ranks.
Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome. Well, that's all I had. Thank you so much for meeting with me and taking the time to do this. I bet your story will inspire others. I know that it will.
I hope so.
All right. Well, thanks, Kat. I hope you have a
Thank
good day.
you too. Have a great night.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.